Hey everyone, this is Jess, and today I want to talk to you about some questions that I've been having about starting a candle business. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a rant because I need to get some points across. The first thing that you need to do if you're serious about starting a business is that you need to do the basics. You need to decide on what you're going to sell, what your business name is, your brand colors and things like that. You need to get yourself registered as a business and you need to get insurance. And I know that you are very gung ho, you've made some candles and you want to make some money back on the supplies that you've invested. But if you don't do the basics, you're going to get yourself into trouble. Um, Even if you take a candle you've made and you've given it to a friend, okay, if that friend has an issue with candles, you're the candle that you made, that friend can get turn on you and get you into trouble. And depending on which country you live into, that can be quite serious because if you don't set yourself up appropriately as a business with the right business structure, you can be personally liable for the damage or injury that your product causes. And I mean, like, we don't want to deal with that. We just want to make candles and have fun, right? So you got to set yourself up appropriately. And businesses take money, like, they take money to start, especially like one where you're making a good, like a product. It takes money to set up. So if you don't have the funds to set up your business appropriately, then you need to maybe stop for a minute, get some funds, and then continue on. And while you're gathering your funds, you can continue testing and making a new product. Now that's going to lead into my next point. When you're testing products that like a candle that you want to make, okay, just do one thing at a time. Don't test out 20 molds. Don't test out 10 different fragrances and 16 different colors, okay? You got to stop. That's not how you start. One thing at a time. All right, let's pretend I'm going to sell this. Okay? This is one glass that I need. This is one size of wick, and this is one type of wax. So in this case, I'm using a pre-colored palm wax called candle sand. All right, and I did this in my last video. I showed you how to make these. Okay, if I wanted to sell this, I have to make sure that I test this one wick size in this one colored wax and get it perfect before I move on to anything else. And this is unscented, so we're not even going to talk about scents. Now let's talk in theory that this was scented, okay? So if I'm going to use a couple different fragrances, I have to test every single fragrance with this same wick in the same wax every single time, exactly the same, because not all fragrances burn the same. There are thicker fragrances, usually the ones that contain more vanilla, and they burn thicker. So meaning I need a bigger wick to burn certain fragrances. And if you don't wick appropriately, you'll have excess wax around the sides of your container candle. Your candle will get, it won't burn properly, so it will get swallowed. The wick will get swallowed by the wax and it will go out. And then you'll have customers that are unhappy with you. And if you make the wick too big, your flame is too big and you are a fire hazard and you can light the wax on fire. Yes, this wax can light on fire if it is not created appropriately. So there is a lot of things we need to take into consideration before we just chuck a product up and want to make some money back. We have to be careful. This is fire, okay? And it starts fires if it's not done appropriately. So start slowly. One mold, one wick, one fragrance, one wax, and then we go from there, staying with the same mold, changing up wicks, changing up one thing at a time. Okay? This is how we have to do things. When we've got it perfect, then we move on to something new. and starting off start small, changing a fragrance, changing a color, but not at the same time. We got to go slowly. And if you're serious about wanting a business right away, then don't buy your stuff off Amazon. Go find yourself a reputable supplier. As I made a video on how to find a supplier. The link will be down in the comments or down in the description box. Go watch that. I explained to you how you need to go find a supplier. I can't tell you which one to buy from because I don't live where you live. Unless you live near me, I can't help you, because why would I tell you to go buy from my supplier when you're going to be spending a ton on international shipping charges for yourself when you can find something just as good closer to you and save yourself money? Okay, so I'm not going to do that. And honestly, the stuff you're going to buy off Amazon isn't not going to be as good quality as what you're going to get from a reputable candle supplier. So you have to go try different things. And you're going to get a little collection of stuff. I've got stuff and I've evolved from when I started making, and that's what we do as candle makers. Okay, we have to change and evolve. And same goes with insurance for yourself. I don't know what kind of insurance you need because I don't live where you live. Okay, I have a business insurance for what I need and what I do. And it's not going to be the same as what you need and what you do, because I also do skincare and bath and body things. And that's different insurance than candle insurance. If you're just doing candle insurance, it's actually cheaper than what I pay because I have to pay a higher insurance rate because I do bath and body as well. All right, so you got to do a little bit of research. If you don't know how to register yourself as a business, there are free business, small business clinics and things around your area. You just got to do a Google search. I got a friend saying hi to me today. So just don't be afraid to start Googling and then go to these workshops or, you know, places and start talking to the consultants. That's their job. They're usually paid to help small businesses start up. You have to register yourself as a business if you're serious about it. You can't just say, this is me and these are my candles, because when you go to a market, okay, and like a farmer's market, and you want to go do a stall and you're like, yeah, I got my candles, I'm ready. Okay, that farmer's market, if it's a good one, will require you to have insurance before you can even show up. Okay, and it's usually like $10 million liability. So that's not cheap to get insurance like that. So even to start, you need some startup funds. So if you don't have those startup funds, maybe go fund yourself. Go get a job somewhere else for a little while until you got some money to help yourself out. All right, this is just some basic business principles, but I'm just getting questions about this, so I wanted to address it. I want to help you get going, but we also need to be realistic about what we're doing. Okay, so I'm getting pawed at. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I want to help you out. All right. And I think I need to do some more videos about how to test some pillar candles, because it's what I'm seeing from messages is there's some misunderstanding about how to actually start doing it appropriately. So I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Please give us a thumbs up if it was helpful for you. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.